Hello and welcome. I'm Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX. Our big focus this hour continues to be on the Saif Ali Khan attack incident that has transpired in Mumbai. NewsX has accessed the very first video of the attacker of Saif Ali Khan. He's been captured on CCTV footage. Remember, this is the first visual that we've accessed of the main accused, the attacker who reportedly stabbed Saif Ali Khan, and he is escaping from the residence of Saif Ali Khan. You can see there that he left by the staircase. He fled from the building and he rushed down after committing the attack. He left from the staircase. He is seen here, of course, going down the steps, and remember, the attacker stabbed the actor 6 times at his residence late last night, sometime around 2:30 a.m. He entered the apartment in the Satguru Sharan building. We're being told via the fire escape. No break-in has been recorded on a CCTV yet. But here you have it, the very first exclusive visuals of the accused fleeing the scene after stabbing Saif Ali Khan 6 times. He also reportedly got into a scuffle with the household help, following which Saif Ali Khan intervened, but then ended up getting stabbed as well. As you can see, the attacker fled via the building staircase. He clearly avoided using the lift. He can be seen in these visuals wearing a black t-shirt. He also was carrying a backpack. He can also be seen wearing an orange scarf, looking towards the CCTV with his hands on the banisters. What's most shocking is the fact that he does not seem to be looking in a rush. He's walking relatively slowly. He's also not holding a weapon in his hand. Also remember, he's making no attempt to cover his face either as well from the cameras. Joining us live is Daryl Miranda on the broadcast. Daryl, these are the first shocking visuals coming to light of the main accused, the attacker. We got that footage earlier for our viewers, but now we have the entire sequence, the video of the attacker leaving by stairs from Saif Ali Khan's residence.
Absolutely, already first visual, the first CCTV footage of the main accused. Said to be a suspect in this whole incident. It's in front of us, and we can see this visuals where it is seen that after this incident, which took place at around 2:30, at around 2:33 a.m. in the morning, we can see the accused is going down through the staircase, and we can see a backpack on his shoulder. Also, he had a scarf around his neck, but there was no weapon seen in his hand. So, and talking about his age, looking at him, it seems to be around 24 to 26 years of age. And if you look at his the way he's going down, you can see he's relatively walking slow. And also, it seems that later on he realized that there's a CCTV footage, and later on you can see he then
bowed down his head, and he was walking from the staircase. On the other hand, just few while ago, the second maid who was being called to the police station for interrogation also left from the Bandra police station earlier the day. The maid, there were actually 3 maids who have been taken into custody by the Mumbai police station for interrogation, out of which 2 maids have left the police station and have returned back home at the residence of the Saif Ali Khan. And now the 3rd maid is being interrogated. The investigations are going on. On the other hand, if we see, the police teams have departed from Mumbai to nab the main accused. In the footages we can see it is said he is the main accused. Also, you can say he is the main suspect of this whole incident which took place, but the Mumbai police has come into action, and now the process is going on to nab the main accused. Uday.
Absolutely. Now, some inferences that we can draw from this video, Daryl. One, the fact is that he did not seem to be too much in a rush. He's not sprinting down the staircase. He's walking down slowly. It seems that he doesn't have blood on him. Also, he seems to be relatively young. And also, he was not trying to cover his face at all. Interestingly, he had a scarf which was, on his neck, but he's not making an attempt to cover his face from the camera as well. He seems to be pretty brazen, the manner that he's escaped after the attack.
Absolutely, Uday. If we look at the speed at which he's walking down the staircase, we can see he's walking relatively very slow. On the other hand, as you said, he has a scarf around his neck and he's not even trying to hide his face, but we can say he is aware of what he did to Saif Ali Khan, because it is said that he is the main accused. As of now, the footages which have come, and talking about his age, if you look at him, he doesn't look very elder. If you see, he seems to be pretty young at around 24 to 26 years of age. So looking at his body language, we can see he was not even in a hurry to rush down. He is walking very slow, but the police are investigating the matter ahead. The police has taken the footages, and the investigation is on the DCP of this zone, Dikshit Gedam, has already, while speaking to the media, had said that we have identified the accused in this whole incident, and we have deployed 10 teams from Mumbai to take a nab of this accused, and in today later in the evening, or we can say by tomorrow, we can say that the Mumbai police will arrest this accused in this whole incident. Uday.
Okay. Also, now, Daryl, as far as the investigation is concerned, what is the latest you can share with us? As you're saying that more questioning of the maid is expected now. Meanwhile, as far as the hunt for the main accused is concerned, how far has the police managed to reach to trace him? How many people are believed to be behind this attack? Is the Mumbai police trying to trace them? What is the latest through your sources you're accessing on the status of the investigation?
For interrogation. Afternoon, one of the maids, after taking her statement, she was being released by the police. Now, some while ago at around 5 p.m., another maid who was taken into custody for interrogation was also left from this very Bandra police station after her statements were recorded. And talking about the accused, so the police is investigating the matter. The police has not yet given any official statement on this whole incident. Police teams have been departed from Mumbai to take nab of the accused, who is still absconding in this whole incident. And it is expected by today by night or tomorrow morning, the Mumbai police will arrest this accused in this whole incident which took place today.
Okay, let me also in fact quickly ask you then, Daryl, about the health condition of Saif Ali Khan. Any further health statement, medical statement has been released by the hospital yet? Is Karina with Saif in the hospital as we speak? We had got that medical statement in the morning where doctors had said he was out of danger, he was in recovery now. Any further news from the hospital?
Of Lilavati Hospital had given a statement in which they said that Saif Ali Khan was out of danger and his condition is stable. And if we saw, all the members of the Kapoor family and the Saif Ali Khan family had come to meet him at the hospital. It is now said that the family members also they are present at the Lilavati Hospital. On the other hand, if we speak about the health condition of Saif Ali Khan, it seems that he is right now in a stable condition, and the doctors have also said that they are monitoring his health conditions very closely. The treatments are going on, but the major surgeries which had to be taken place were taken place yesterday when he was admitted, and right now he is out of danger. And if talking about his health condition, he is in a very stable condition now there.
All right. Also, if we talk about Daryl now, the motive, any word on the motive so far of this incident? What was the motive, the intention of the attacker? How did he gain access to the apartment? Was it through the fire escape?
Uday, if we talk about the motive, prima facie it appears, Mumbai police have also said that it appears that the main motive was theft. But if you go ahead and think about it, then is it theft or is it something else? Because it's not just about theft, but the injuries which caused Saif Ali Khan would have also caused his life. Because if we see, there are several injuries, almost 6 times he was injured. There are around 6 injuries on his bodies, and out of which 2 injuries are said to be severe. One on his neck, one on his spine, and other he had an injury on his hand too. So yes, the Mumbai police are investigating the matter. How did the robber come inside, and the way through which he came inside? All these things the police are investigating. What was the main motive behind this whole incident? The police are investigating this matter, and the police have not yet given any statement about the investigation what has taken place till the day. But an FIR has been registered at the Bandra police station in the afternoon today, and the further investigations are going on there.
The fact, of course, also is how did he manage to leave the residence? Wasn't there a watchman outside? Wasn't there a guard at the ground floor, the entrance to this building, the lift lobby? How did he manage to exit? It's about 2:33 a.m. when he's running down the staircase. That's the time when this attack had just taken place. 2:33 is when he's escaping. I think 2:30 a.m. is when what we had been reporting also earlier, that was the time of the attack. The big question is, how did he manage to escape so easily?
Uday, if you talk about from when did he enter and also about his exit, there's a big question mark raised on the security of the whole building. The Sadhguru Sharan residence where Saif Ali Khan used to reside, if we saw over there, there are two security cabins, one at the in gate and one at the out gate. Despite of such security, how did this accused enter this building, and not just enter, but he also managed to flee the spot from that very location? So yes, the police are now investigating the whole matter, and also the security personnel will later on be investigated on who was there on duty during that time when this whole incident took place. Because if we see, despite of security, this whole you can say there's a security lapse which took place, and after which now the police are investigating the matter, and later on it is said that the security officials will also be interrogated.
Okay. Daryl Miranda, thank you for joining us with those latest updates. Let me also join now Ramakant Gaur, a Supreme Court lawyer who is joining us live. Ramakant Gaur, many questions still remain in this particular case, but such a high profile attack taking place in a posh building, upscale neighborhood really sends chills down people's spine.
Udayji, if people in Bandra are not safe, then who else is safe in Bombay? Our Bombay, Mumbai, the financial capital of the country, where Bollywood thrives. And if you look at few instances, Baba Siddiqui is not far off. November 2024, Salman Khan is threatened. April 2024, firing took place in Bandra. Stars are getting threats. It's not normal. Bombay police may say this may be a solitary instance of robbery under which they booked this FIR. Robbery, house trespass, these are not the offences. You have rightly shown the face of this assailant. He's so brazen. What he is trying to show, he's not there for commit robbery only. There may be other motives as well. I may not be stretching it to the moment, where I remember the movie Godfather, which came into 1972, and the director's bed was, full of blood with his own horse's head. So that was mafia then. And we have not lost sight of Makoka. Makoka was developed, evolved just because of the fact that organized crime was taking place in Maharashtra. Is it not the right time to invoke the provisions of Makoka? Can we give this only a color of a solitary instance of robbery, dacoity, or house trespass? Cannot be. Such a person is not there. I mean, from his face itself, it appears he's a seasoned criminal, and a seasoned criminal, and he might be under the directives of somebody else. Somebody is there at the back. Had he been a simple thief, he would have his body language would have been different. He's showing the face. And similar thing happened in Baba Siddiqui. Similar thing happened in Salman Khan. If we look at these instances as individual instance, or we single them out, that may be a different thing. But the time has come when Bombay police has to look into it with the perspective that it may be something linked with organized crime. This may be an issue of syndicate, which is very well dealt in Makoka. So the law is there. Why are you shying away? Why don't you register an offense under Makoka and look into the larger perspective, larger picture?
Okay, let me quickly join Abhinav Chaturvedi, actor, also onto the broadcast. Abhinav Chaturvedi, how do you react to this particular audacious attack on one of the top actors of the film industry, of your fraternity? You know, prima facie, what do you believe the motive could possibly be? And what would be your demand from the Mumbai police and the Maharashtra government?
Good evening. Well, I will definitely agree with what Ramakanji just said, that, this has been an age-old, thing about the Mumbai film industry. It's very unfortunate. And we've got competent Mumbai police who had the track record of tracking all these cases. But you see, if you take the larger picture into account, and I agree with what Ramakanji is saying, because you see, somebody just can't just walk in. It's not, and that too in a big time. And I got this information from our former cricketer Madan Lal in the morning, that such and such incident had happened, and Saif Ali Khan is a big national asset, and to get into his house and just walk in. So though the investigations are going on, but in the larger picture, as Ramakanji just said, that series of attacks happened with Baba Siddiqui, with Salman Khan, and there've been number of incidents. So overall, protectorate has to be looked after, because finally it's the security, and the way you have to be in a posh locality like Bandra. I just happened to be there, and in that place, if you're not safe, and that too, so it sends a very different signal to even the common citizens of Mumbai, and it's very unfortunate that such and such incidents have happened at 2:30 in the night, and somebody just comes down from that part, and just I'm given to understand that if finally Saif confronted, and he got bruised up and attacked and stabbed, and then Ibrahim took him all the way to from an auto to the whole place. So I mean, it's very unfortunate, but there's something else in that picture which is still to be clarified. And Mokoka, certainly yes, because there is a definite smell of the nexus which is coming in as far as the Mumbai, so to say, mafia and the law. Though the custodians of law are doing the bit, and Mumbai police is very, very efficient, and I would definitely state it's as good as the Scotland Yard, and they're very, very quick to respond. So let's see.
Yes, let me join at this point also quickly another special guest who's live with us, Dr. Danish Bhatt. Let me quickly draw you in here, consultant and head emergency. Dr. Danish Bhatt, as far as, of course, now the incident is concerned, what do you make of it, the manner in which this entire incident transpired, and also as far as Saif Ali Khan's health is concerned now, what is the process ahead for his recovery? Immediately, of course, the surgery was performed this morning. It went well. The doctor said he is out of danger, which obviously was news of relief for his close ones and also his admirers. But now what next for him?
Yeah, good evening. So actually, the stab injuries are very dangerous and very fatal. Although we don't know the extent of the injury yet, although doctors have assured that they have done surgery safely, and he is safe, and I hope that he is safe. So stab injuries are very dangerous, whether he has sustained the injuries on abdomen, so it can cause organ damage, it can cause peritonitis, and what I assume and what I've heard that he has got an injury in his near the spinal cord as well. And from the news sources, I have heard that the CSF was leaking also. And there was an impaled injury. Impaled injury means that the knife was left there. So it has been taken out, but still we're not clear about the extent of the injury. So on the level of the spinal cord, if the injuries are like high, it can even cause paralysis. It can cause paralygia. It can cause paraplegia. It can cause sexual dysfunctions. If the injury is at the lower, it can cause urinary symptoms, loss of bladder functions. And we don't know how serious was the injury, and how to which extent was the injury. But I believe that if doctors have assured that they had done the surgery well, and he is safe, but still, if the injury was like near the spinal cord, and injury was like the CSF was leaking, definitely there some complications would be there. It will be like post post CSF leak, headaches, pain, neck stiffness. They definitely will be there, and he will suffer if the extent of the injury was so severe.
Dr. Danish, now as far as, of course, the recovery, the road to recovery is concerned, how soon could possibly be given medical clearance to give a statement to the police? Also, how soon could he possibly be discharged? And what is the road to healing, recovery, rehabilitation now?
So it all depends on the scans, and I believe the scans would have been done till now. That will be some EFAST scans, FAST scans, some CT scans. So as of now, we and the media does not know the reports of the scans. And if the severity of the injury is not that severe to that extent, which has caused any neurovascular trauma or any organ damage or any organ trauma, if the severity of the disease is minor, so the road to recovery is fast, and it probably takes what I believe is like 5 to 3 days for recovery. To be discharged from the hospital, and for like I would say 1 to 2 weeks for the recovery if the extent of the injuries was not that severe.
Okay, let me quickly go back across to Ramakant Gaud now. Ramakant Gaud, also now something that will have to be looked at very, very closely is as to whether this individual, this main accused who can be seen in this footage, acted alone, or whether there were others too. And if there were others, then they need to be nabbed as well.
Undoubtedly. See, a criminal has to be nailed down at the root. We cannot afford such criminal who come into our houses so brazenly, commit the crime, and they are leaving with their traces that pakad sakte ho to pakad lo. It is that brazen face. He is not in hurry. He's simply getting down and he is simply going out. It cannot be simple thief. Has to be begged by somebody. And somebody who has enough roots. The Bollywood star, like Abhinavji said, Bollywood stars have been getting threats. In 2024 only, how many Bollywood stars got the threat? And if I don't talk, if we look at the records, even Kareena Kapoor was threatened once. So, that time, incidentally, Dayana Nayak was the police official who intervened and sorted it out. But this is something which is happening. We cannot afford such instances. We need to be safe. We have the right to life. And if we are not secure in our own homes, then, and if people like Saif Ali Khan, Salman Khan, Baba Siddiqui, or who's who of the Bombay, then who else is safe? That's a question of the hour. I think, Uday, this is something which needs to be ruminated at the highest level of Bombay administration. because Maharashtra administration has to look into it, that this cannot be taken as lightly as single instance of burglary or trespass or committing robbery, under which this FIR is registered. So they have to take this into the larger perspective. This crime has to be investigated in that domain, not in the domain of single offense committed by an individual who might be nabbed, and then what? The persons who are running this show would be out. So that's something very serious. That appears to be very serious. Every Tom, Dick and Harry would start threatening the stars. Like Noida-based, somebody called Salman Khan and said, give this amount of ransom. Police nabbed him. So such instances would happen if we don't take serious steps against these persons, and the trial is taken place. You know, if the trial takes place properly, it is expedited, they are convicted, they are punished properly, then nobody else would dare to commit such crime. But if we nab them, courts will grant them bail, prosecution will take years, maybe decades, then nothing would happen. So all the limbs of who are involved into the security, who are involved into the justice dispensation system, have to work such things with greatest alacrity. I think that's something which is required at this juncture. This is alarming stage.
Absolutely. Abhinav Chaturvedi, also, of course, if this can happen in a posh neighborhood of Bandra, then, it will raise serious questions on law and order, no doubt. Also, do you believe now the next few days will be very, very crucial with the further testimonies that will be taken of the domestic helps of Saif Ali Khan to see if it was an inside job, also perhaps when he will be fit enough to give a medical statement as well?
Udayji, I'd like to add up here that, as the whole thing is coming and the investigation is going on, it'll be a part of the police to investigate and have a look at the organized crime which is taking place, because this cannot be just a walk-in kind of a thing. This has to be some kind of a informer, if I stand to be corrected, because somebody has to be from inside to coming at the kind of casualness in the walkaways, as if somebody just coming in the living room and doing some act, and the audacity with which the crime is committed, and that too of a star. So I think in the time to come, over a few days, but what is paramount is that Saif's health has to be at peace, and he should be recovering fast, because there are lots of shoots which are going on as professionally, and if there's an injury with the spinal cord, it may have certain repercussions as far as medical things are concerned, and it'll take him a while to get back from this trauma and also come back to the sets, because lot is at stake. When we're shooting, you have dates, you have combination artists coming in.
Yes. All right. My thanks to all of our guests for joining us on this discussion. It's time to slip into a very short break.